Happy Sunday. Ooh, I love the customs everybody has. That's pretty cool. All right, well, today we have Sylvia Peña who will be leading us into song. So come on in.
Standing outside the door of love and mercy, you wonder there's a place there for you. You know there's peace inside, but still you're searching for someone who understands the pain you've been through. With the doors unlocked, the lights are high. What are you waiting for? Come on and welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter what you've been, come on in. You find a place of rest, and the army spirit God waited so long for your homecoming day. God knows there's peace you seek, and you heard your feeling spirit wants to hold you to wipe your tears away. With a father waits with open arms. God is calling on your name. Come on and welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter what you've been, come on in. There is room enough in the house of love for someone just like you. Come on and welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter what you've been, come on and welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter what you've been, come on and welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter what you've been, come on in. Come on Thank you. Good morning to you.
Good morning. And can we thank Sylvia, our Unity Choir, and our Unity Band for such a great welcome? Thank you. And before we get into all the excitement for today, let's greet our online community and say good morning. Good morning. Now, there's a lot of excitement today because we are doing our trunk or treat event right after the service, and I can just sense that there's some adult trick-or-treaters outside still decorating their trunks. So let's hold the consciousness that they'll be walking in the doors shortly. I also want to give thanks. Yesterday we had such an amazing event here at Unity of Oak Park. El Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. I like to refer it as the Day of the Spirits. It's a day where we celebrate those who have passed, and we celebrate them with rituals from the indigenous culture from Mexico and other parts of Latin America. And it's a great way to just celebrate life. And I want to thank the volunteers who helped partner with Oak Park Library, and that is Susan, Scott, Juan Lorenz, and Elizabeth. They put together this amazing sacred space for our partners to really have a celebration of Day of the Dead. And it was pretty cool because I saw videos of it, and it was Aztec dancers with all their sacred garments on. They were storytelling, there was food, there was a lot of families. So let's just give them applause for the work that they do. So, as we celebrate this time of the year, we are also celebrating our freedom to express ourselves. We get to express ourselves and be anything we want to be, especially today, right? And especially on Halloween. That's just an amazing awareness that we have, but the best awareness is knowing that you are already perfect just the way you are. You are already perfect just the way you are. So there's no need to put on a different mask. You're already wearing the mask that we were born with, which is this bodysuit of being human, being alive, and celebrating life. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Now let's take a moment to celebrate life through prayer. Take a nice deep breath. Breathe in and breathe out. 2 more full breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. And as we're breathing, we become fully aware that we are alive. We are breathing in and breathing out. We are breathing in life, inspiration, insight, the spirit of what God is. And what God is the love that's in the core of our heart. So we open the core of our heart with an open mind, knowing that we are receptive to our good because we are innately good. And with the awareness of good, we seek opportunities to express good into our world, whether it's through Halloween, Day of the Dead, or just being here today and celebrating community. And with the awareness of spreading good, we give thanks for being the light to our world in its darkest times and in our troubling times. We provide the light so that we give hope to those who are in a space where they're looking for their light. We offer them compassion, love, and understanding so that they can move through this dark space. And as we help them move through this dark space, whether it's ourselves or our neighbors or friends, we recognize that we have the power to move through a dark space and create new life, create new ideas that give us hope, love, and inspiration. And with that power, we could become fully present to activate that today and in our week. We give thanks to God for allowing us to have this deeper awareness of our Christ consciousness, of our divine consciousness. With gratitude and appreciation, we say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Amen. Now please join us for the Daily Word with Marilyn Joy.
Good morning. I am Marilyn Joy. I'm a chaplain here at Unity. And the daily word for today is prosperity. It was originally written for June 15th, 2013. The blessings of God fill my life, and I am prosperous. My life is filled with unlimited prosperity, from the beauty of the earth to the love of family and friends, from the opportunities that come my way to the lessons I learn each day. My prosperity is assured. Prosperity is more than material possessions. It's also a state of mind. Prosperity is a realization that the blessings of God fill my life each day. I feel prosperous each time I awaken to the beauty of a sunrise or experience a surge of divine energy in mind and body. I feel prosperous each time I experience new ideas and a greater sense of well-being and confidence. I feel prosperous as I pray and recognize that I am a spiritual being. I am wonderfully prosperous. And from Jude chapter 1, verse 2, may mercy, peace, and love be yours in abundance. The daily word for today is prosperity.
and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggles, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God.
All right, let's hear it for Sylvia one more time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is one of our favorite songs, right? Yeah, we're only here for God, also known as love. And that love is right where we are. Now, Halloween is one of my other favorite holidays that we get to celebrate, as I mentioned in the opening prayer, because we get to express ourselves. And I need your help this morning. Let me get my little prop. So I want to start with a joke, and I need your help. Knock, knock. Ben. Been waiting to eat this candy. So now, yes, I know it's a little corny and cheesy, but it made us laugh, right? Yeah, it made us laugh, yeah. And laughter is good because it brings us into the present moment, which is part of our lesson today. Now, on Halloween, our children, some of them are here joining us in service, so thank you for being here. They carry a jack-o'-lantern similar like this, or a bag, or a bucket, and they go to door with the anticipation of receiving a smile or receiving some candy. And so as they go door to door, there are doors that open, and then there are other doors that stay closed. So when they go to a door that's closed, they don't stop and worry and doubt of why that door is not opening. They go to the next door with the same vibration of being fully present of the experience of receiving a smile and saying trick or treat. Imagine if we were to apply that wisdom into our own life, right? When we're seeking our own opportunities, going from door to door, or opportunity to possibility, or possibility to opportunity. And we hit a roadblock where the door is closed. I know for some of us, when we're going through those hard transitions in life, whether it's ending a relationship, starting a new job, it's hard to have that thrilling feeling like our children do when they go from door to door. It's hard for us to be present so that we can be in awe with all the good that's in our lives. Have we been there before? And so the logical way for us to get out of that sense of hopelessness is to be hopeful, right? That's what we learn in Sunday services and inspirational books, is to have an optimistic viewpoint, to be hopeful. But is being hopeful enough? Is being hopeful enough to prosper what we're seeking? No. Thank you. And so Robert Brummett, who is author of Finding Yourself in Transition, and who I am proud to say is one of my mentors and teachers, shares that hope and fear have one thing in common. Hope and fear project into the future. They both project into the future, whether it's worry as the worst case scenario, or whether it's optimistic and the best case scenario. Now, I believe that hope is positive, and there's nothing wrong with hope. But what Robert Brummett is saying is that sometimes we stay in hope too long, that we're using hope as a way to not take any action in seeking our good. We stay in that dream phase because we feel so comfortable just dreaming, right? And so our theme this year is dream big and live bigger. But I love that we say live bigger because we got to live bigger so that we can dream big. Otherwise, we're not moving forward. We're not being present in the moment. And so the downfall, and this is a noteworthy thing to write down or to remember for those of us who are joining us online, and that is that the only choice we have is in the present moment. The only choice we have is in the present moment to choose our good in the present moment. So if we're dreaming about the future, that's wonderful, it's inspiration, but we need to use that inspiration in the present moment so that we can seek and reveal our good. Now, I know at times for us, it's hard for us to be present. But the following story kind of reveals an inspiration of how we can be more present to our God abilities. Our God abilities, it's what allows us to be present, like love, like joy, like peace, and the biggest one is understanding. And the reason why we want to make sure that we have time to be present is so that we can be present as those God abilities. Otherwise, we stay in hopelessness or in that dream state in the future. And what we're really doing is we're avoiding God. We're avoiding our God expression. We're giving up on God. And I know that God has not given up on us because we are still here. So let's take the moment to become more awake, more present, so that we can reveal those gifts that dwell within you, that are meant to be expressed. And so there's a Greek myth, Pandora box. Let's imagine this is the box. Now, in the Greek myth, Pandora box, Zeus, the father, gives the daughter a beautiful box and gives the husband of that daughter a key. And Zeus tells them, whatever you do, don't open that box. Don't open that box. You hear me? Don't open that box. Now, let's take a breath here. If we were to tell our children, right, there is a bucket of candy here, and whatever you do, don't eat any of the candy. I heard, yeah, right. Who said that? Yeah, right. Yeah. I bet you within time, they'll get into the bucket of candy. Well, that's what happened in the story of Pandora box. They open the box. They open the box. And it's not so much the key that opened the box. What opened the box was the desire to seek new possibilities. The desire to seek new possibilities is what opened the box. Now, we know that sometimes when we're using our own desire to open a new possibility, what happens? Fear comes out. Yeah, fear comes out. So now let's go into the story. But before we go into the story, I just want to give some context, unity context to the story. So the word desire, according to Charles Fillmore, co-founder of Unity, shares that is our power to love, our power to attract new good into our lives. And with that awareness, we're able to unify our ideas, harmonize our relationships, and multiply our prosperity. So we're able to do what God has intended us to do, which is to fulfill our best lives here on earth. And so as we go into the story, when Pandora and her husband open the box, things come out of that box. They're little bugs, and those little bugs represent things that humanity has never seen before, like what Lillian said, like fear, like hopelessness, like doubt and worry, and even violence. And so sometimes when we're starting our own journey of desiring good, things do pop up. Things that we don't even envision pop up. We kind of ask ourselves, like, why is this happening? Why is this happening? I am doing good here. I am being kind to this person. I am trying my best. Why is this happening? Have we been there before? Yes. And so the magic of this story is what happens next. What happens next is that there's one bug that's left in that box. And that bottom, let me look in here, bug, they're probably saying that's candy, that's not a bug. But let's imagine it's a bug. And this bug is hope. And we may say that hope is what we have when bad things happen, when things don't go in our direction. We have hope to cling on to. Hope is a foundation of the possibilities of good. But it's also the power that we have that reveals that hope. And the power that reveals that hope is love, is the desire of good. That love that is within each and every one of us. Now, in Scripture, in the New Testament, Paul shares the following, which I love because it ties into the story beautifully. In the first letter of Corinthians, he shares, when the perfect comes, the partial will pass away. When the perfect comes, the partial will pass away. What does that mean? The perfect is the love. When our love and desire is pure, everything that is not whole, that is not pure, will eventually pass away, will eventually fly away, just like those bugs from Pandora box. And what we have left is hope. But the power we have to reveal that hope, to put that hope into action in the present moment, is love, the desire to seek good. Now, I don't know about you, but sometimes it's hard to look for good, especially when you're not feeling good, or when you're triggered by something you watch on the news, like we're watching right now about what's happening in our entire world, right? It's hard for us to feel good about all the tragic things that are happening. Yeah, it almost makes it hard for us to get out the door, right? Now, it's not for us to just sit back and avoid of what's going on in our world. It's time for us to be active, to be present to our good. Now, oftentimes when we're in that hopeful state of mind, it feels good. It soothes our spirit. And sometimes when we're worrying, doubting, or even complaining, or blaming someone else, it soothes our intellect. But it doesn't bring forward any of our good. I like to call those scenarios as the what-if scenarios, right? So when we're feeling good, we're thinking about possibilities. Well, what if I do this? What if I do that? And staying there does us no good. We have to bring it into the present. The same thing with the worst case scenarios. When we're in that what if, well, what if this happens? I don't know if this is a good idea. So those are the what ifs. at some point we have to stop listening to the what ifs and start listening to what you already are. Start listening to what you already are. And you are the power of love with the ability to desire good so that you can open your box, so that you can open your door. And if a door closes, move on to the next one, right? Move on to the next one. Maybe behind that door are things you don't want to see, right? I'm just thinking about some of my neighbors. I'm like, yeah, you're right. You keep your door closed because there's things I don't want to see. I'm keeping it PG here, okay? I know some of our minds can go elsewhere, but it's a very PG picture. So the meaning of this story and our message today is what Pandora means. And here is the definition of Pandora. Pandora means the gift of all gifts. And the box represents our heart. So we can say the gift of all gifts is in our heart. And what opens our heart is love, the desire to seek good. And that love reveals hope to ourselves, but to the entire world. And what I mean by hope is hope so that we can be present, not hope so we can avoid the present. So there's a clear distinction. Hope so we can be present, and not hope so we can avoid the present. Now you're probably wondering, well, how do I do this? What are you wondering? Again? Yeah, how do I do this? Well, I always go to a sacred text, and that is Scripture. In that same letter that Paul wrote to a community that was distraught, that was looking for hope to be present, in the first letter of Corinthians, he wrote the how-to. This is the how-to of how we can apply it to our lives. He says, abide in faith, hope, and love. These three, and the greatest of these is love. And the greatest of these is love. Well, let's bring it down to our own mind. How can we apply this esoteric message into a practical way of spirituality? Well, sometimes when we're feeling helpless, it's hard to have faith, right? It's hard for us to have hope. However, it may be easier to express love. To express love. And here's ways that we can do that. If we don't love the job we're working in the current time, find an aspect of your job that you do love, because that is what's going to open your heart. That's what's going to open your heart for more inspiration, the inspiration needed to move through to another opportunity. If there are detrimental relationships that we have that are very adversarial, which I know we all have healthy relationships here, right? Maybe if we keep our heart open by finding an aspect of that relationship that is positive, maybe it'll keep our heart open enough to realize what we really want, to realize how to keep our heart open. Now, I know with relationships, it's a little bit trickier because they're really close to us. Use that moment as an alarm clock to be the power that you want to be. Use that experience or relationship to keep your heart open instead of closed. Maybe you don't like how this person behaves, so behave the way you expect others to behave. instead of being hateful, be loving. Find loving ways to keep your heart open. The same thing goes with any opportunity that we're seeking. Find an aspect that you love. Not that we're always going to be in that loving spirit, but if we keep our awareness on some small aspect that we love, it helps us to open our own Pandora box so that we can continue to be the gift of all gifts. And with love, we open ourselves to increasing our faith, increasing our hope, especially in moments when we don't feel it, so that we can move forward, so that we can grow and evolve to the beautiful people that we already are. Now, if there's anything for us to remember today, is to be fully present. And I know through the distractions of life, it's hard for us to do that. Sometimes we may say, as good Unity students, well, just take time to pray. Take time to meditate, which is great ways to get centered. However, they're both internal energy, right? And sometimes we're already being so internal with our story that we need to not internalize, but externalize. Externalize what you envision. Bring that story of hope into the real world, into the present moment. Sometimes for me, what I use, and I like to use, is I like to move. I like to move. Whether it's walking around the park, walking along the lake. And the reason why movement is important is because it gets us out of our head. It gets us from stopping internalizing the same horror story and creating a whole different story. And if you want a bigger how-to as a takeaway, the best way to get out of your head, and it's what Paul did in the New Testament, is be of service. So what Paul's legacy is in the New Testament is to spread the good that our wisdom teacher taught. We could do the exact same thing. Spread the good that our wisdom teacher taught. Spread it into the world. And we do that through service, volunteering, which there's plenty opportunities here at Unity of Oak Park to volunteer. And with that message, let's carry on that message as we go through our day, but also as we go through our week and our celebration right after service. And I'd like to invite Lindsay as she brings us into meditation. And as we hear her words, just think about how to bring her meditation into an external expression.
I invite you to join me now in a guided meditation as we take in those words from Rev Ev and find that place of peace within so we can exude it out. So close your eyes if that feels comfortable for you. Find a comfortable position and begin to notice your breath. Take a nice big deep breath in and exhale out. Another deep breath in and exhale slowly. As we notice our breath, we notice that gentle ease, that natural rhythm. This allows us to bring attention to that natural flow that we sometimes lose sight of in our day-to-day. As we begin to notice, we can scan our body, breathing in peace. Notice the area around our face, our eyes, our jaw, our nose. Breathe in peace exhale out. Anything that doesn't serve you. Thoughts will come and go. Allow them to be. And keep returning to your breath as your anchor. Notice the area around your neck, your shoulders, your arms and fingertips. With gentleness, with kindness. Notice the gentle raising and lowering of your chest, of your tummy as you breathe in deeply and exhale out. Notice your legs, your knees, your feet, the soles of your feet supporting you as you breathe in peace. And allow that energy of love, that energy of peace to fill and fuel your whole body, each cell. You may notice any areas of tension. Bring a gentle awareness, allow, and return to that natural ease, that rhythm of your breath. Notice how your heart feels as you begin to bring awareness to your essence that is truth, that is love, knowing that it comes from within you as you return to that place of peace. As we take another big, deep breath in, we notice how we feel inside, knowing that it comes from within first. We can allow a smile to grace our face. Allow that peace and presence to fill us. Knowing when we're present, we tap into all the powers within us. And we think now of any intention we have of a power that we need for today. Maybe peace, love, understanding, will, wholeness, health, peace, within first, and then exuding out. And with that, we just allow ourselves to take a moment, extending gratefulness for this moment to be here now, knowing that it starts first from within. We begin to bring awareness back to this place, gently moving our fingertips, wiggling our toes, rolling our shoulders, opening our eyes as it feels good to us. Allow the blessings to fill us. And with that, we can prepare for our offertory.
Good morning. My name is Susan Doyle, and I am on the Board of Trustees here at Unity of Oak Park. Unity of Oak Park is a self-funded spiritual community. Your offerings help us to continue to make a difference so that we can come together for service and events and pay for the operations of the church and our Sunday team. Know that your contributions matter to keep our community and our dreams alive. There are many ways to give. You can use the Support Unity button on our website, or text a donation to 708-980-0073 from your phone, or place a check or cash in the baskets at the door, or you can mail a check to our office. We are so grateful for your financial contributions, in addition to your donations of time and talent, which allow our ministry's mission to grow and thrive, and allow you to feel like you really belong here. Now let us invite our prayer chaplains forward as we prepare our offerings. Please remember that our chaplains are here and available to pray with you and support you before and after service. And please join them every Monday on Zoom for prayer and meditation. The details are on our website. Now let us affirm our offertory prayer together as we bless all the prayers in our hearts, the service we give to make our community operate, and the financial offerings we contribute that make our community thrive. Divine love, expressing as me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I am. Amen.
When I am down, know my soul so weary. When troubles come, my heart burdened be, then I am still, we hear in the silence till you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders.
Wasn't that beautiful? Thank you so much for the uplifting music this morning. My name is Janine, and I'd like to remind you that a great way to know what's happening here at Unity of Oak Park and to be engaged is by visiting our website. If you are new, please sign up for our newsletter from our website. You may also stop by our community table in the back to pick up a welcome package and join us for fellowship after the service in the solarium. Everyone is invited to visit our community board in the fellowship room to learn more about upcoming events and volunteer experiences. Here are a few highlights you can explore more from our website. Join us Wednesday nights at Unity from 6 to 6:45 p.m. for a calming, centering, guided meditation with music and wisdom sharing with weekly special guests for living your truth. Following at 7 to 8 p.m. is a chance to connect with people who share your interests through our small group circles that meet for another 4 weeks. The fall groups include Songwriting from the Heart class, the Spiritual Support Circle, and the book study group discussing the book Living Untethered by Michael Singer. Spots are still available. Register at the community board in the fellowship room or online. Now I'd like to ask Juan Lorenz for a special announcement on songwriting.
Hi, how's everybody doing? Excellent. You know, you could be doing a lot better if you joined the songwriting class. Songwriting class is pretty much open for everyone. You don't necessarily have to know about music or anything like that. So we're going to, this week will be our third class, but even so, you're welcome to join. I'll be more than happy to share everything with you so you could catch up. But we'll be learning how to pretty much whatever we're feeling and thinking, just put it onto paper. And how we'll learn how just the structure of songs work, different forms, what are lyrics, what are verses, what are choruses, what's a bridge, what's just pretty much all those little things so we could get you to just express yourself via song. And the cool thing is it's the last day of the class. We're actually going to be recording whatever you came up with in my studio. So doesn't necessarily mean you have to sing it, but we no worries. We got you covered because actually Paulette is going to be, you guys know Paulette, right? That singer here. She's being so nice that she's going to come and she's going to sing something. If you want her to sing something for you, she could take your stuff and sing it. The fifth class, we're going to go over some chords so we could kind of put some music behind your stuff. So it's a really fun class, and we just said fear. There's no fear here. Everybody's welcome. Everything here is about love, creation, so it's a safe space. So we'll see you Wednesdays. Thank you.
Thank you, Juan. That sounds exciting. And we have another exciting announcement from our master drummer, Baba Tony.
You too can play like that. Come to my class. This is a partnership with the church. So whatever we do, the church is involved. We have 5 lessons and 1 performance. We'll teach you all the basics. We'll teach you why djembe is so important. And I don't know if people realize this, but the djembe comes from Africa. Did y'all know that? Yeah. Very good. Good class, good class. So the class starts Wednesday, November 15th, the 22nd, the 29th. We'll talk about the 29th. I know that's right before Thanksgiving. December 6th, 13th, and then to be announced will be our performance. You're going to learn all the basics, the foundation of djembe. It is so important that I don't know if you know this. Do you know djembe means to gather together? To gather together. We have a ball. We do drum circles in the future that you'll be able to attend. It could be our circle, someone else's circle. But drumming is so important, and we want to make sure we keep, the title of this is Tell It Through the Djembe Drum. So you got a story to tell. You can tell it through the drum. Thank you so much. Sign up. We only have enough seats for 20 people. We already have people signed up, so if you'd like to be part of it, do sign up. We start November 15th. It's coming up pretty soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Baba Tony. Enjoy a cup of tea and light refreshments while viewing artwork from local artists at our Art Tea taking place Sunday, November 12th from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. As Reverend Ev mentioned, our Halloween extravaganza, Trunk or Treat, returns today after service. We welcome you to stay for this fun community event. If you are parked in our parking lot, we ask that you kindly move your vehicles to the street right after service so the parking lot is cleared for the event. We would love to have a warm Unity presence, so please stay for the fun from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. We would also like to bless our youth leaders, Chris Manville and Baba Tony, and our youth upstairs. Please rise and join us for the prayer of protection, followed by the peace song as we conclude the service. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Amen. Happy Sunday.